Good morning, ladies with gentle hands and men of the Book and Sports community and around the world. We got another great episode of The Morning After. I missed y'all this weekend. Josh is back in the stew. We got some what in the world. We're going to talk about some stuff that happened in sports. I have a dangerous POD on today's gross board, and we're going to talk about what happened this weekend. Let's just start it off, Josh. We had a legacy weekend.
We did.
I don't know if you were tapped all the way in on the things we were doing, and by we, I mean I, on Saturday,
Yeah.
but I couldn't have been more tapped other than the Providence Friars, which I officially want to lay to rest until we play Georgetown on Wednesday. So until we play Georgetown on Wednesday, Providence College officially laid to rest, dead. I don't want to talk about them. I don't want to hear about them. I don't want to see comments about them. Devin Carter's apparently leaving. So my day is ruined.
Like for the league, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Warming up with his dad before the game.
Dude, I saw that he was like projected top 15 pick. I feel like you have
Oh,
to.
but like, dude, Bryce Hopkins coming back. Like, he should just come back, run it back.
He could.
Show him what we could have done. Senior night, getting our tits blown off by UConn was not on my bingo card for Saturday. Was not on my bingo card. You know, it was on my bingo card. South Carolina and Kentucky.
Yeah.
South Carolina and Kentucky, Josh, who, by the way, might be some of my dark horses to win all of March.
Dude, Kentucky can do it.
And for some reason, they keep giving South Carolina 5.5 point spreads as underdogs.
Makes no sense.
What is that? What is that?
They got to figure it out.
If South Carolina is plus 5.5 or less, you close your eyes and click the button.
Money line.
Like actually. I got to watch a little bit of the Indiana State game yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, that team is kind of dangerous.
I know they're nice.
They're kind of dangerous.
Robbie's
dude.
nice.
I'll tell you what, I'm a little upset that Missouri State is out of tournament. I feel like we get to this point and you're betting on all the ball sack states because it's their conference tournaments and you're like just trying to find any edge possible. And, you know, if you're like me, you're itching for a little action.
Yeah.
You start falling in love with these teams that just never had a chance. Like, obviously, my William and Mary wagon. I love that team.
Yeah.
They don't have much of a chance
No.
because they're out.
They're done.
Missouri State, an electric first game sweat. They got their tits blown off. Like, it's just a shame that you get attached to these little small teams and then you realize that they have no chance.
Yeah, UNC Wilmington, another team. They lost to Townsend. I think they're done. I would assume that
Not even bubble potential.
I mean, they have 20 wins, so like maybe, but I don't know. Coming out of that conference is not a conference winner.
Bubble potential.
I mean, I hope. I'm praying to get in, but I wouldn't.
Not even bubble potential.
I wouldn't hold my breath.
Shout out Longwood.
Yeah.
beat our High Point wagon. That was fucking crazy. If Longwood makes the tournament again, that would just be insane. I did want to make a PSA real quick. Alabama is fraudulent.
Really?
Just want that out there. Yeah.
Okay.
Top 16 team, probably going to be closer to 13, 12 by the time they get into the tournament in terms of their national ranking. That's a team that's going to lose in the first or second round. I guarantee you. I literally guarantee you.
I can see that.
I don't know why. Obviously, their defense is atrocious. So if they don't score 90 or 80 points, like, you're beating them. But they just reek of a team that I feel like is going to lose early.
Yeah.
I got another one on my list.
I feel like they try to beat Kentucky, and they can't beat Kentucky.
Yeah, no, I agree. Try to play fast, try to play quick, but they don't have the talent.
Yeah.
I got another team that I think is going to lose early in March. And you're going to want to put a bookmark on this. You're going to send it to your buddies. Tennessee Volunteers aren't making it past second round.
Really?
Dude, I guarantee you. They're just so easy to match up against.
Yeah, I mean, Dalton also hasn't been like super locked in.
Yeah.
So if he can get going,
I also
but you're
feel
right.
like
I mean, they aren't as good as everyone thinks.
they're going to be a 1 seed.
I just think the SEC is weak in general too.
Did you see they're going to be a 1
yeah.
seed, projected 1 seed?
Yeah,
That might be the
SEC
weakest 1 seed of all time.
Yeah, they might be. The top 3 seeds are good though. That's
Purdue,
yeah,
Arizona,
UConn. No, Purdue.
UConn.
No, it'll be Houston, Purdue,
Houston,
UConn,
Purdue.
Yeah,
Not Arizona.
nah.
Houston, Purdue, UConn, Tennessee. Tennessee might be the weakest 1 seed, maybe of all time.
Yeah, that is
Like, that's a crazy 1 seed that could lose to a 16.
Someone said that was Purdue last year, a weak ass 1 seed.
But Purdue was still like almost
Yeah,
undefeated. They had
weren't
like what, 3 or
weren't they
4
like
losses?
the number
5
1
losses?
overall seed last year?
Yeah. Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
Like, what are we talking about? No, but I mean, that's just, put a little asterisk next to that.
Dilgod, I know he had 40. I'm saying in general, like the last week, like 2-3 weeks, he hasn't been super locked in.
Yeah, no.
So if he
he's
can lock
not.
back in for March.
But he's not. That's not how that works. You don't get
Man.
re-locked in for March. It never happens. I'll tell you what, though, UConn is looking good going into March, which is
Oh my
scary.
god, dude.
Which is scary, dude.
They're so good.
And I'll tell you what, going into Providence and doing what they did, even though we're not as great as we have been in the past couple years this year, beating us in our house like that is really hard to do. And dude, they can just kill you in so many ways. It's so annoying.
Yeah.
Like I hate them. I hate their fan bases. I hate their state. I hate their coach. I hate their players. I hate everything about them. But man, they can beat you any way they want.
Yeah, they can.
Like they got 6 guys that can shoot the ball and only 5 can be on the court at a time.
Yeah.
It feels like there's 7 guys out there sometimes when
Yeah.
you're on defense.
Yeah.
Like it is literally incredible.
Goots, Mizzou could fuck around and win the SEC. Yeah, for sure.
Did you guys go defeated?
Yeah.
Nice.
0-18, baby.
The Mizzou Tigers. Let's give it up for the Mizzou Tigers. 0-18, defeated in conference play.
Not
Are they
yet.
the first
We got
team to do
Georgia.
that?
We got Georgia in the first round, who also stinks.
Wow.
But there's no chance we win. We're done.
Georgia might be a mega max.
We were talking about this earlier.
Can we
in our
drop
call.
the house on
If-
Georgia?
If your team, so say like you were in my shoes.
Yeah.
If your team went winless in the regular season and then just won the conference tournament, would that be enough to make up for the full year?
No.
No?
Because then we're going to get smoked in March.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying, like, because you were so down.
Yeah, maybe like a legacy
You're so
run.
down, you're like, wait, maybe we
They
can
might
make
do
a
it
run.
all.
Yeah, but then you just get fucked. in March.
Actually, you know what? I think I would rather go defeated and then win the conference tournament, dude. That conference tournament run would be insane because everyone would be like, this is the game where they stop. And then
Yeah.
you beat like Kentucky.
Yeah.
And then you beat Alabama. It'd be like, holy shit, they might just do it. And then if you did it, it'd be like, oh my God, like we're the best team in the SEC.
Yeah, I mean that would be fucking insane. But let's stop talking about shit that will never happen.
Well, I actually had one thing that I
No, I know. Yeah, I'm just saying. Let's stop talking about Mizzou. winning
No,
the
but I
SEC
mean that's just
championship,
like
'cause
that's actually
literally no
so
chance.
good. But funny story, Providence was horrible at basketball when I was there. Like horrible.
Yeah.
And you're asking like, could I go through a defeated season to then get like I used to fade Providence.
Yeah.
Like I used to be a student at Providence and be like, oh, Seton Hall's coming into town? Yeah, we're losing that game.
Yeah.
And like I would bet against Providence. So like I have no shame in doing that. Like
No, dude.
but now that we're good, I want us to win every game.
Yeah.
But when
Hope.
we sucked, I literally would profit off of fading us because we were horrible.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing else crazy I feel like happened over the weekend. I don't know why Mississippi State gets so much respect, but they do. I don't know why. I don't know who's in charge of that whole shebang. There wasn't a lot.
No,
There wasn't a
really
lot.
wasn't.
There wasn't a
UFC, I
lot.
guess there was the UFC.
Oh my God, yes.
Sean O'Malley put on a clinic for 5 rounds.
Well, we had my girlfriend's birthday this weekend. So we had the whole book a team out. That was fun. We hit the clubs, we hit the bars. I feel like everyone had a good time.
Oh yeah, it was a great time.
We got to watch Sean O'Malley at the club. Dude, that knee that he delivered on Cheeto Vera, if that got delivered to my chin, I don't know if I'm ever waking
You're
up.
dead. Yeah.
The sound that it made
Yeah.
was, I can't even imagine the pain he's in today.
Well, dude, I guess Sean said he heard something like crack too. So like it was either his nose or like his cheekbone like broke when he kneed him like that.
Like, do you think Cheeto has like a broken jaw right now? Like something is fractured?
Maybe his face, his like left eye, under his left eye looked super swollen. He might have broken his cheekbone,
dude.
which is
and
worse than a jaw, honestly.
And
That
I,
thing
yeah,
probably
dude, I was gonna
hurts
say
so
that's like
bad.
way, dude. Imagine breaking like, oh my God.
Orbital, yeah.
But dude, I have to say it. The one thing about UFC, obviously, I love that my brother's a big fan, so I've become like a big fan over the past couple years. I mean, since McGregor stopped fighting, I'll be honest, hand up, I don't really watch it anymore unless it's like a big fight like that. Like even the Sean O'Malley fight didn't move the needle for me that much, even though I love Sean. But dude, even from the beginning of when I watch UFC, nothing makes my skin crawl more than a big shot like that.
Oh, I know.
Like hearing a knee flush hit a chin or a face, like that sound makes my skin crawl.
Yeah.
And when I saw the headline on Twitter and it was like, you're not going to want to hear this knee or whatever, it was like someone just like clickbaiting you into clicking the video. I clicked the video. You know how they run a little bit and then you can click into it?
Yeah.
I clicked the video as the knee was getting delivered. That noise made me shut my phone for like 5
Yeah, it
minutes,
was
dude.
crazy.
Like, how do you, if you're Cheeto and you hear that and feel that, how do you even move on from
I
that?
have no idea. Well, I don't think he did mentally.
I mean, dude, I don't know if I would either.
He was fighting scared. Like there was a video that came out I saw on Twitter. It was Sean like throwing feints at him, like fake punches, while Cheeto was up against the cage, and Cheeto was like literally like Sean didn't throw a punch like at all, and Cheeto was covering up like so scared, like moving his head down like he was about to get rocked with the right hand. So I think that he like that knee
Yes.
fucked him up for the rest of that fight.
Charged you, dude.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
I'll tell you what though, Sean, like having watched him from the Contender Series, because that's when I was like really into the UFC with my brother,
Mhm.
and like the Snoop Dogg days. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, Sugar Sean, dude. His striking game, I mean, he always has been, but these past couple fights, dude, he's fucking lethal.
yeah, just a
Like
clinic.
he's throwing shots from angles that it's like you should be throwing shots from there.
Yeah.
And he's throwing shots like that knee that just like we haven't seen a guy throw shots like this in a
No.
while.
That was like an actual clinic. Like that was
Like
he was out
clinic.
there sparring a dude that wasn't trying to be
Like a mannequin.
Yeah.
One of those mannequins that he has
Yeah,
at his house that he always makes those
exactly.
TikToks with.
yeah,
Like, dude, literally. And then at the club after the game with the Nelk boys.
yeah.
He just loves it.
Watching Russ,
Dude, he
I
just-
saw that.
for the love of the game.
Dude, that would be. I was thinking about this. Like, could you imagine winning the UFC belt and then being forced to go out and listen to Russ perform? I'd be so mad.
Who's booking him?
That's what I'm saying. It's like, why is Russ where Sean O'Malley's gonna be?
Who's booking him?
I
Like
don't know.
who in the back offices of these Vegas clubs was like big UFC event? Let's book fucking Russ. Like who the fuck is booking Russ, dude? Oh, that's two.
That's all right.
That's two. That's two. For everyone that's new that's listening, by the way, please go subscribe to the YouTube. We got a 24-hour stream coming up with Crabs Bets. If you guys subscribe to the YouTube. Also, we're setting a curse limit on myself to 5 an episode. We're already at 2. And I just used both of them right there.
Someone said he wanted Russ. There's no chance.
No shit. No shit.
I really hope he
No
didn't want
shit.
Russ.
Sean, if you wanted Russ, we need to have a conversation
Yeah.
deeper than just,
Take the belt away.
are you okay?
Just
Yeah,
take the belt away.
That might be grounds for belts,
Yeah.
like to get the belt taken away and the title voided. And
Actually.
Cheeto gets the belt. That's insane. If he requested, I'm not even whatever. I'm a fan of Sean, so I don't want to run a bit on it. But I mean, that would just be
yeah,
crazy.
someone said he talked about it on the Nelk Boys podcast, saying that he fucks with Russ.
Maybe he requested him.
God, Sean.
That just ruined it for me.
Yeah,
a
I
little
know.
bit.
God
I'm not
damn
gonna
it,
lie.
yeah.
That just ruined
Yeah.
it for me a little bit. It could have been anyone, even if he was like Tyga. So it would have been like,
Dude,
"Ah, he's
Tyga's
got some
sick,
bangers.
Yeah.
I know, but now Tiger's like a meme.
Yeah.
If it was like Soldier Boy, I'd be like, okay, I get it. Like he's kind of a meme. Russ is just like, what are we doing?
Yeah. He's a meme that doesn't make good music.
Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? All right, Josh, let's hit what in the world. Tell me about something that happened and run the graphic. World. Josh, like for those of you who don't know what in the world is, just our news segment where Josh and I talk about some headlines.
So, I saw yesterday. Do you know D Shrine is the YouTuber?
Yes,
You
he's
see
trying to
that-
become a pro.
He made a UFL team. He's on San Antonio's UFL team,
Oh, good.
which is the XFL and USFL. They just like merged.
Oh, they merged?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I forgot which one bought which.
I'm
but-
so not tapped on
but yeah,
fake football.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. But kind of insane that he's actually on a real team because he's been trying for a long time.
Dude, I'm looking forward to his first game because it's one of those things where, especially for me growing up, I used to watch all these like YouTube, I almost said football players, but soccer players,
Mhm.
where they like, show you how to do this move and that move, specifically like the F2 ballers. I don't know if you ever watched those
No, I've
guys,
never
but they're
seen
like, the one guy was like, I was in the Arsenal Academy, and Wenger said I was the best man on the ball, but the worst off the ball. And like when at that time Arsenal had like Thierry Henry and like all these guys, and like people always clown him.
Like,
But it's always like you want to see these guys in a real game. Like when you see these like freestyle soccer players, you're like, oh, let's see like you in the game, and they always suck.
Yeah.
Like even at these charity matches, like the F2 ballers sucked, like horrible.
Yeah.
And like all these like street ballers on TikTok, like the basketball players, it's always like, let's see you in like a real game. And they play a real game, they maybe have 2 points.
Yeah.
But they're like yamming in like open runs or whatever. So I'm looking forward to it. Like he seems like he could be really good. Like he's
No,
got
yeah.
the leg for it, but I think it could be again one of those things where, dude, he hasn't felt the pressure of a game
That
in
is
a long
true.
time.
That is true.
And like, let's be honest, where did he go again? I think it was like
UCF, I believe.
yeah, like not a power program.
Pretty good though.
But back when he was there, they weren't in the Big 12.
I think that they were national champions when he was there.
No way. Was that how
when
were
they went
national
when they went
champions?
what were they like 12-0 or whatever, and they didn't make the
Oh, they didn't make the thing.
yeah, they didn't make shit.
But
That was just
I
like
mean,
a fake national champions.
We'll see if I want to watch it. I want to see it.
No, yeah, it'd be cool. I
It
mean,
could be one of those things where it's like, this is why we don't trust people off the internet.
yeah, exactly.
Or it's like, oh, fuck.
but if he's really good, then it's
Yeah.
sick. I mean,
No, yeah, I think,
he's bringing viewers to the field no matter what.
which
is
I
good
feel
for
like
them.
is something that more leagues should buy into.
Yeah, for sure.
Like,
Especially leagues like this.
Yeah.
That like, I mean, if he misses a couple field goals during the year, you can get rid of him. It's not like it's ruining like a season, because I'm pretty sure that like most teams make the postseason. I don't think there's only like eight teams or something, and like half them make the postseason, 4 of them make the postseason. So it's like
they're gonna have to let him take like a 65-yarder.
maybe 6. Yeah, for sure.
Like
He's
they're
got a
gonna
leg,
have
dude.
to, dude.
Does he? I think he's a punter too.
I think so. Yeah,
I think
he
he's
does both.
actually a punter, and then
he's just a
started
punter?
doing field goals. I think.
Do you know that's what happened to Pat McAfee? I watched this podcast with Pat McAfee, and he was a kicker at West Virginia, and he got drafted to be a punter for the Colts, and had no idea how to punt the ball.
Yeah, no, I remember.
So he had to like
yeah.
learn how to punt the ball
Yeah.
in like training camp
He's
for the
just
Colts.
best ever.
Yeah, like that's just like nuts.
So sick, yeah.
And he was like apparently had way more Division I offers for soccer. Like he was a really good soccer
Really?
player, and he just wanted to have the strongest leg. Was always his bit between his buddies. Like he was just, I wanted to have like the strongest leg.
Yeah.
So he would like one time he said in a soccer game he like kicked a ball and like broke a goalie's wrist, and he thought that shit was like sick.
I mean, that is pretty
I
sick.
mean, yeah, as a goalie, I'm sure you'd be a moose if you blocked
Yeah.
a shot and fucking.
I don't even know
broke
how
your
that
wrist.
happens. That's,
Dude, yeah, it must
another-
be just like really close, weird angle, and he
Yeah.
like just got his wrist.
that's
snapped
like
back.
hard. Or you're just really bad at goalie.
But I don't know if you saw the whole podcast. I mean, the story's been going crazy viral,
Mhm.
but he actually only got his scholarship at West Virginia because he won a poker game in his local town to make enough money to be able to get a spot at this showcase that the West Virginia coach was at, and then was able to kick at the showcase, was like the best kicker at the showcase. And then West Virginia offered him a scholarship. But before that, he had like no money, no offers in football. But like Legacy, like won this local tournament, like poker tournament in like this basement of an Italian restaurant in his hometown against like 50-year-olds and shit at like 18 years old. So to get enough money to be able to travel to play at the showcase.
That's awesome.
It's crazy.
Dude, I forget. I saw something. the other day,
Showcases
too.
were the worst, by the way. I hated
Oh
going to
yeah, no, they were
showcases.
awful.
It's horrible.
Awful. We'd always go with a team that like wasn't our actual team too. It was like just whoever wanted to go. It was
Mhm.
like it was not good.
And you'd always have like 1 or 2 kids that was like, dude, I just got offered on the
Yeah,
spot.
exactly,
Like,
yeah.
You didn't get offered by Richmond on the spot. Like, I know you didn't.
What was I gonna say? Oh, Pat McAfee. I saw this weekend that they used a franchise tag on him too.
Wow.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
That's kind of insane.
That's insane.
To throw a tag on a punter.
The Jets could
You know how
probably do
good
it.
you have to be?
I mean, we got one in Morristown.
Yeah.
We got a guy.
Yeah, you
Would you
do.
see we just paid Greg the leg like $8 million a year? That's like the one position
The
we got
leg.
as a Jets organization. The kicking unit, that's a position we got to shore up
Yeah.
because we don't score a lot of points
No, yeah.
and we
you need
normally
that.
don't get first downs.
Yeah, no, you
So
cannot.
that's a cornerstone of the Jets organization that we got to lock up.
Yeah, you do.
Speaking of Pat McAfee, what was I about to say? Did you see he just had beef with Stephen A? And Stephen A was like, "You can't come on First Take."
Yeah.
I don't mind this stance. I feel like one will say it. I feel Pat McAfee's a big inspiration for this show. I've loved Pat McAfee forever. But his new wave of media is crushing the old wave.
Oh yeah.
Like Pat McAfee not going on First Take doesn't move the needle whatsoever.
No, nobody cares.
Like
I
those
think.
shows like First Take and everything like that are on a downward trend for a reason. It's because no one now wants to wake up in the morning and watch grown men argue about sports.
Yeah.
I'd rather listen to Pat McAfee and his buddies tell me about what happened.
Yeah, and like actually give substance.
And I was thinking about it too on my way here because I saw that headline. We have options now. The only reason why shows like First Take and like Wake Up with Shannon, whatever those shows are, Skip Bayless, the only reason that those really caught traction is because you didn't have an option when you were little.
Yeah.
You turned on SportsCenter and that's what you got.
Yeah.
There wasn't YouTube TV where you had 7 different sports programs you could watch. You turned on ESPN and whenever it was on, and you watched it.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, First Take is on. I'll watch First Take.
Yeah.
Like now that you have like YouTube TV and all these like streaming services, like I'm not watching First Take because I can watch Pat McAfee show. Like I'm not watching Skip Bayless because I can just go on YouTube and like watch my favorite sports podcast.
Yeah.
Like the only reason that those shows are as big as they are is because you didn't really have an option when you were growing up.
That is facts.
But Stephen A. Smith, you can blow me from
Yeah,
the back.
Actually, no one.
But I'd come on First Take and argue with him. I would love that. That'd be so much fun.
That's funny. Oh, let's go into the next thing in the news. The Steelers signed moose shit Russell Wilson to a
Yeah.
1-year deal.
A little bit of football for you.
Yeah.
Hey, Steelers fans, if you didn't like Kenny Pickett, my God, can I introduce you to Russell Wilson? I mean, that might be a step down, and Kenny Pickett might have been the worst quarterback in the league.
Yeah, we have Kenny Pickett in 10 years. We'll sign him.
Is Kenny Pickett worse than Russell Wilson?
Yeah, for sure.
You think so?
Yeah, for sure.
From what Russ did last year?
Yeah, for sure.
Do you think that Steelers offense is better than the Broncos offense he had?
I'd say it's comparable.
Dude, I was thinking about it. I don't know. I don't know if there's a worse combo than Russell Wilson dropping back to hand the ball off to Najee Harris. Like that might be that dude. Dude, that might be the most moose shit duo of all time in a backfield. Like you got Russell Wilson dropping back to hand it off to Najee, who runs in jeans Harris. Like that might be, if I'm a Steelers fan, nightmare scenario.
Yeah, I mean, the only good thing is that they don't have to pay him anything, and it's like,
Did they get him on like a minimum?
yeah,
Yeah.
and they're giving
okay.
like $1.3 million or something like that. It's like literally nothing.
That's nothing.
So like, what? I mean, there's no downside to it. But
I'm team future, so
your team what?
Future.
Oh, team future. I
just
was
watch
like,
Russell Wilson's career
Yeah.
burn.
I mean, I think best case for the Steelers, they just stink this year, and they're both gone, and then
Good picks.
you go draft your guy.
Yeah, good picks. I think too, though, the interesting thing though is that you're always gonna have a good defense with the Steelers, regardless of what's going on. If Russ catches a little bit of his old self, could compete in that division.
For sure.
The Browns are always gonna bot.
Yeah,
And
we'll
I mean,
figure
I
that
think I
out
feel like the Steelers, like just historically, like, you compete in that division.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, and they're good. I mean, if they keep Deontay Johnson, he'll be fine. If they get rid of him, they're going to need to get him some more
George
help.
Pickens and Russell Wilson might be the worst locker
Yeah,
room duo of
Yeah,
all time.
that would not.
He
that's
does
gonna
not mix
work.
with this locker room at all.
No.
NBA young Pickens and fucking Russell
Yeah,
Wilson
bro.
in the same
Like
locker
literally
room.
the complete opposite people.
He's trying to like sage the locker room, and fucking Pickens just over there in his shiesty. Like,
Yeah.
what are you doing? Get out of my locker room.
Dude, also, T. Higgins requested trade this morning.
That's crazy to me.
Insane.
Do you think it's because the contract talks are?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, they use the tag on him, and like I guess they aren't willing to even negotiate anymore. It's
But
just
I
like,
saw Tyler Boyd is leaving too.
Fruity, what are you saying? Is that real?
What?
Has Josh talked about Swift to the Bears yet? Did we just get DeAndre Swift?
No, but I saw Saquon signing with the Eagles.
Really?
Is that true? Someone was talking about that on Saturday.
Dude,
DeAndre Swift to the Bears would be moves. I'm not
I
gonna
want
lie.
Saquon. I don't want.
I think Saquon might have. Can you look up Saquon to the Birds? I feel like that's been catching traction. I heard.
Yeah, I saw this morning that they were going after him and McKinney.
But like again, dude,
Yeah, no,
why go
nothing.
get a running back that you're not going to use?
Yeah, nothing.
Nothing. Okay.
I mean, there's like everyone's saying like they're trying to pursue him, but nothing like actually.
Everyone's pursuing Saquon.
Dave said, "Got to stop falling for propaganda."
Everyone
So that ain't real.
is pursuing Saquon.
Yeah, for sure, as they should be.
But
He's
my
the
thing
best
with the
running back in
Bengals,
league.
I'm seeing. I think it was Tyler Boyd. It might have been the fourth. Who's the fourth wide receiver on that team? It's Tyler Boyd, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins.
Charlie Jones. I don't know.
No, he's the other captain. I think it's Tyler Boyd.
Tyler Boyd's at 3. Yeah,
Yeah, and I think he's a captain.
he is. He's a
Yeah.
free agent.
So
though.
he's
yeah.
walking.
Yeah.
T's walking.
Yeah.
So if you're the Bengals, why are you letting them both go? I feel like if I'm the Bengals, I'm okay with letting Joe Mixon walk.
Yeah,
I don't want to pay him.
for sure.
I'd rather pay T. Higgins and Jamar Chase.
Yeah. But I think Joe's walking too.
No.
I think so.
So what is their plan?
that's
Just
what I
mega
don't know. That's what I
mega
don't
max
know.
Burrow and Chase, and then figure it out
I
from
swear to
there?
God. Oh, okay. Now we're good. Didn't get him.
and figure it out from
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, I mean, I think that I assume they're going to draft a running back if they let Joe walk. But
Which is fine.
yeah, which is fine.
If
yeah.
I'm a contending team with a contending quarterback, and when I say contending team, all you need is a top. I would say, I think top. I want to say 10, but I more so want to say 8.
yeah,
If you have a top 8 quarterback in the league, you're a contender.
Yeah.
I don't care what else is going on. So if I'm a contending team fan, like the Bengals with Joe Burrow, I'm okay with letting our running back walk no matter who it is.
Mhm.
Like, let's say I had Aaron Rodgers in his prime and I had Breece Hall, and Breece Hall wants to get paid, and we're like, we're not paying Breece Hall. I'm okay.
Yeah.
We don't need to pay him.
Yeah.
You can let Joe Mixon walk and go get a dog in the draft, like a Pacheco, and be fine to make a Super Bowl and make a run.
Yeah.
Like, you don't need a Joe. So I'm okay if I'm a Bengals fan. If I'm any of these fans with a big running back, then I'm like, yeah, let him walk.
Yeah, but you can't really replace T. Higgins like that. That's the
That's
thing.
what I'm saying.
I know. Yeah.
So let Joe walk, maybe pay T and Jamar, and you're fine.
I mean, them losing T and Tyler is going to be tough. Like, because they need.
My point. You can't let them both.
They need either like a top 3 receiver in the draft, then,
Yeah,
or like go sign the best free agent possible.
but you can't be
But
like
they're not going to go. The thing is that clearly they don't want to sign anyone because they
That's
would have
what I'm
signed
saying.
T. So
and any wide receiver. I feel like in the free agency right now is a massive step down from T.
Oh, for
Higgins.
sure.
You signed Calvin Ridley, massive step down.
for sure.
That's not even a close comparison.
No.
Like I don't know if you can even find a free agent to compare.
Yeah,
Like,
Michael
it's T
Michael
and-
Pittman was, but like he's not. I don't think he's as good as T.
Yeah, I don't think
And
so.
he just got
either.
paid like $22 million a year or something. It's fucking
Yeah,
absurd.
like what, dude?
Insane.
I mean, obviously the Bengals. Maybe you're looking at the front office going, "We have our guys, Joe Burrow and Jamar. Let's just
Yeah.
figure out small pieces from there."
Yeah.
Right. I mean, I'm the Jets, dude. I want fucking T. Higgins. I'll trade for him.
Yeah, dude, I'd fucking take
Fucking, you can have everyone. You want Allen?
this dude saying, why would they need a top 3 receiver? LOL. Because anyone else is a massive step down
Yeah,
from
what?
T. Higgins.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
Maybe get the fat out of your ears and listen to what we're saying. If you're not going to listen to me when I speak, what are we doing here?
Dude, are these fuckers all trolling? Oh, it's Swift to Chicago confirmed by Rappaport. 3 years, 24 million.
Is it confirmed?
I get there's like 8 people that just threw it in there. 3 years, 24 million is not even that bad.
Dude,
I'm
I'll tell you what,
not
Josh.
be that mad about that.
Especially because you're drafting Caleb. That is the perfect pick.
Yeah.
No, like that is the perfect pickup. Because
8
one,
million.
on occasion, he can put his head down for the Eagles and get you some. But I'll tell you what, having that safety blanket of Caleb just being able to be like,
Yeah.
and go get it first down or
Yeah.
go get 12, 15 yards. I fucking love that.
I don't hate
A
that.
Swiss Army knife, DeAndre Swift for a rookie quarterback is ideal.
Yeah.
For Justin Fields, it would make no sense.
Yeah. I just wanted Saquon, but
But you're going
It's
to have to
fine.
way overpay for him.
no, yeah. I mean, we'd have to pay him $12 million. a
DeAndre
year.
Swift,
It's
you just
good
got a
contract.
fucking sweetheart deal for someone that's going to bail out Caleb.
Yeah.
Probably 9 times
No,
a
I don't,
game.
mind, I don't mind it at all.
Ew, I
But-
kind of love that.
Yeah.
And Poles got him on the freebie. Almost 3 years, 24.
Yeah.
Fucking what?
$8 million a year. That's not bad.
And I guarantee you, not all that's guaranteed.
No chance. No chance.
So what are we talking about? That's a great deal.
Yeah.
Here we go, Bears.
Making moves.
Here we go,
Making
Bears.
moves.
Here we go,
got Kevin,
Bears.
I don't know if you saw that too. We got Kevin Byard
Yeah, that's big too.
yesterday, 2 days ago.
I like Kevin Byard too.
Yeah, he's good.
Dude, the
Good
Bears might
replacement
be
for Eddie
building-
Jackson. Eddie Jackson is moose.
Dude, the
He's
Bears,
much better.
Bears might be building something.
He might be.
Was it the Bears that like I forget who it was gave someone like a corner of Megamax and then like sat him third game of the year?
When?
Who was the team that gave
Like
this
recently?
a cornerback literally last year on Megamax and then
Oh,
sat him?
J.C. Jackson,
Yeah, that was it.
the Chargers.
Yeah, nice.
That was a good move.
Chargers are in Moose. Like I don't know what Harbaugh's plan is, but they're in fucking Moose.
Yeah, that was so bad. They
Like,
traded
the-
him back to the Patriots. The Patriots let him go because they want to pay him.
Yeah.
And then just took him right back.
The Patriots also have no idea what they're doing.
No, they're done.
Like zero idea. They're
They're
just
so
like, hey,
done.
well, we changed the culture. You want to play for us? And everyone's like, no,
Yeah.
I don't want to do that. Where did Mac Jones just sign? The Jaguars.
Yeah, they traded for a 7th round pick, I think.
Dude.
6th, 7th round pick.
I'll take that. I never hate a bad back. I never hate a good backup.
No, dude.
I'll take Mac Jones as
For a
backup for
7th round
Trevor. If
pick,
Trevor
like-
goes down again, fucking what?
Yeah, anyone you get in the 7th round is not doing shit for your team the first year either way. So.
Yeah, see you later. Look, give me Mac Jones to back up Trevor, who, by the way, has been getting hurt a lot.
Yeah, it'd be kind of funny too, just seeing him in a Jags uniform. He's
Dude,
like the most Jags QB of all time.
He's gonna look like such a bot.
I know.
Like such a
I
bot.
know.
Such a bot.
It's gonna be so good.
All right, should we surf a little slate, talk a little games?
Let's do it.
All right, let's do it. All right, so it's a very slim slate today. And I'm going to ask you a question, Josh, because
Mhm.
I want to start this segment off. We're surfing the slate. We're talking plays. I want you to give me the It's Already Locked, which is the highest over on the college basketball board. And we're going to go from there
Okay.
because
The
I think I
highest?
know what it is. I haven't looked.
It's disgusting. New Orleans and Lamar.
Wow, that is not the game that I thought it was going to be because the POD nuke is the over in Milwaukee, Northern
Northern
Kentucky.
Kentucky. That's the second one.
Okay.
No, actually, no, wait. That's a third one.
No.
Denver, Omaha is 153.5.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I might hate my POD. I feel like I was kind of deep in the lab.
I kind of like that though, dude.
Northern, my one?
Yeah, yours.
Yeah, right?
Okay.
NKU has been our wagon sweetheart for the overs. And Milwaukee, I feel like, loves to pour the bucket in the basket too. Fucking out. POD, I'm standing on business.
rip it.
That's what POD is the over in that game. I actually, dude, I don't know if you guys, so if you've been following me for college basketball this year, there's a couple little wagons on this board that I frequent, and I'm nuking all of them. Like I got like I literally have to. And I've been following, one. First of all, one. I'm gonna ask you a couple questions as we go down the slate because I feel like it's a question asking slate. It's not a put my foot down kind of slate.
Okay.
Why not take a hot Towson plus 6.5 against Charleston?
I think you have to.
Like my point exactly when we started these conference tournaments is stick with the hot teams that are beating good teams and not getting a lot of rest.
Towson's also not a bad team.
No, they're not a bad team.
They're not bad at all.
Not a bad team at all.
And Charleston,
fraudulent.
Yeah, I was gonna say they've showed signs of being very fraudulent this year. So I wouldn't be surprised if they won that game.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why not just take plus 6.5 with Towson?
It's down to 6 too. So
I don't see them getting blown out either way.
No,
even if it goes against them.
Yeah, I agree.
Towson plus 6.5. I love. Next one. I feel like we might be able to hang our hat on Oakland minus 5.5, but I don't want to touch it. I know these 5.5 spreads have been weird, and you might as well system just take the plus 5.5 and sprinkle on the plus 5.5's money line just with the way it's been going. But I think Oakland is just a way better team than Cleveland State.
Yeah, I agree.
Not that we've done a lot of work on these teams.
Yeah, I haven't watched Oakland much, but I know Cleveland State's
not very good. Not very good. I'm taking James Madison minus 5.5. I know Arkansas State has been surprising people in the last couple of days, but I mean, dude.
Do you just take James Madison money line, Oakland money line, call it 5.5, the 5.5 lay?
All you need is 6.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or just give me a win.
Yeah.
Give me a win. But I love James Madison minus 5.5. That's definitely going to be one of my plays today. This JMU team, I mean, first of all, it's the final. They're not losing this game either way. So you can take that money line, put in whatever parlay you want responsibly.
Yeah.
But I love the 5.5 as well. JMU is going to be in my parlay money line. Either way. They're beating Arkansas State. Will they cover? I got 90%. No, I'll give it 70% that they cover. And I'm going to be on it. South Dakota State, not touching that game. Montana State, Weber State. I've been on Montana State a couple times this year. They're kind of a sneaky wagon if you let them stay in the game. We've put Weber State in a parlay before at minus 5.5 favorites, and they lost outright. So I'm going to take Montana State plus 7.5.
Okay.
Because they're freaky, dude.
They are.
I promise you, they are freaky. They're freaky. And if you let them stay in the game, they could beat you outright. And it's what they've been doing all year.
I like
7.5 points is just too many points. I'm taking my Montana State darlings plus 7.5. Moving towards the bottom of the slate. Josh, this is where I feel like I got dialed this morning.
We got some good games.
Dude, this is where I feel like I got dialed this morning. Give me Santa Clara plus 11.5.
I love that.
I fucking hate St. Mary's.
They're good, but
I hate them. I hate them. And if there's one thing that I feel like we've done on this show, it's trust Santa Clara in spots.
For sure. Yeah.
Where you trust Santa Clara. 11.5 points is too many points. I'm trusting Santa Clara.
They're a good ball club.
I'm trusting Santa Clara plus 11.5. Northern Kentucky, Milwaukee over POD. You heard it here first. POD. Also, wouldn't hate Milwaukee in that game, by the way. If it goes over, I think Milwaukee wins. Then you take our Denver wagon. I've been on Denver all year. I think I've bet them 6 times in public. And by public, I mean tweeted out, put it on the TikTok. Personally, behind closed doors, have bet them almost every game they've been on the board. Give me Denver to beat Omaha in this spot. I love this Denver team. I don't know what about it is. And I'll tell you what, the way that I find wagons might be not what people do a lot of the time. But if I bet you early in the season and you come through for me in a clutch spot, I'll bet on you again.
Yeah, for sure.
And God forbid you come through for me again.
Yeah.
Now you're my wagon.
Then you're getting mega mad.
Yeah, now you're my wagon. Now you're
day.
literally any spot that I think is freaky, I'm taking it. You're just my wagon. That's
unless you lose like 15 in a row.
Done.
Like unless you're Ole Miss and can't win or cover.
Which, by the way, we faded Ole Miss this weekend. Took Texas A&M money line.
Yeah.
Here's the thing about it. Once the signs are there, and I've trusted you 2 times in spots where the narrative is there's just no way they can lose and not cover again.
Yeah.
Like there's no way. The wheels completely fell off for Ole Miss. And when I tweeted Texas A&M money line and put it in the TikTok and put it on Instagram, the most comments I got were no way we're fading Ole Miss today. Like there's no way. And I'm not going to lie. it became my most confident play, Texas
Yeah.
A&M money line, and they beat the shit out of Ole
Yeah, that
Miss
was insane.
in Ole Miss. Like I don't know what happened to that Ole Miss team, dude. They were one of my favorites to like win the
Yeah.
SEC,
Yeah.
and the wheels just came off.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a locker room
I don't know what
problem,
it
if it's
is,
a
yeah.
coaching problem.
It's weird because like it just like their offense just
completely
huge step
stopped.
back. Yeah.
Like Alan Flanagan started coming off the bench. Like I was
Yeah,
just
their
so
best
confused.
players. Like literally thought he was their best player, and then I don't know.
So confused,
I
dude.
don't know.
Like Murrow was just like, I don't know, but thank God I was on the right side of that because if they ruined my year,
Yeah. That
which
was-
by the way, we're fading them in the SEC tournament. Like we're done with Ole Miss. We're done. Taking Denver in the semifinal of the Summit League, moving down to Portland State, Montana. I'm not touching that game. I'm not touching that game. Not touching that game.
Dude, I was thinking I kind of like Montana in that game.
Okay.
What about a little Montana?
Montana State,
play?
Montana, both -7.5 plus 7.5. Wow.
That would be fun.
I love that actually.
fun.
The state of Montana come through for us one
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Who's Montana State playing again? Weber State. Where's Weber State located? Watch it be in near Portland.
I was gonna say I feel like it's in is it near Seattle?
Weber is?
It's definitely northwest. I know that. I don't really. Here, let's see.
Is Portland State Portland, Washington?
What's up?
Portland, Washington.
I would assume so. Where the fuck is this place? Where are we? Oh, Utah. Weaver State's in Utah.
Oh wow. Okay.
I don't know why that just
It's a
that
weird
just
school to be near.
screams near Seattle. I don't know
Damian
why.
Lillard was playing basketball in Utah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
What the bot?
I did not know that.
Dude, I didn't know that either. That's so weird. Josh brings us to our plan B, which I have. I'm not gonna lie, might be my most confident play of the day, other than the over in that Milwaukee game. But I'm gonna let you take over, and then we're gonna see where your head's at.
I hope it's the same bet that you have in that Milwaukee game.
The over. It is not, but I like that.
Taking the over.
So we're taking the plan B is the over in Gonzaga.
Yeah. I know you like Gonzaga.
I'm gonna drop a whale on
I
Gonzaga.
know. Yeah.
I'm gonna drop a whale on Gonzaga, and I'll tell you exactly why. Gonzaga towards the end of the year, scorching hot.
Yeah.
Now we're in March. Now it's tournament time. This is when Gonzaga starts beating the shit out of everyone in their conference and being like, "Yo, we're still Gonzaga."
Mhm.
And San Francisco, I'm sorry, you're just the next victim. And God forbid I get a pick 'em St. Mary's versus Gonzaga in the next round or whenever the next round is of that conference tournament. They got to play each other. I might put my bankroll on Gonzaga.
Chad, do we know if this game's at the Orleans still?
I can look it up.
Because I went to these games actually last year.
It's in Las Vegas.
Yeah, the Orleans, I think. But Gonzaga fans, like, I went there. Gonzaga wasn't even playing that day. And the entire stadium was Gonzaga fans. And they weren't even playing that day.
No, they own that conference.
Yeah,
And
like-
they travel.
And that's what I'm saying. It's like, that's going to be a home game for them.
Yeah, they
essentially.
traveled it.
Yeah.
They traveled.
And San Fran's pretty far from Vegas. Like, you got to fly there. You ain't driving from San Fran.
Dude, I love Gonzaga. Gonzaga is going to be one of my sneaky ones, by the way, going into the tournament, too. Like, they are going to make some noise, I
Yeah,
feel
for
like.
sure.
Like, they might go Sweet 16.
They're a weird team, though. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if they lost first round. I wouldn't be surprised if they were in the championship.
I agree. That's a
Right,
great way to
like,
put it. Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel like they need to get lucky with where they get put in a bracket
sure.
to make
For
some
sure.
noise. But if they get lucky
Yeah, if their first couple games can be fairly easy,
Yeah.
then they can
and get their legs under
yeah,
them a little
exactly.
bit.
Then they can go.
But if they get like a tough matchup, they might be done first round.
So Gonzaga isn't making the tournament. LOL. What do we?
Like, what?
I'm gonna stop reading.
Are
shit
they
like
not
that.
19th in the country?
I'm gonna
Am
stop
I
reading-
on drugs now? All of a sudden in GTA, like, are they not 19th in the goddamn country?
Yeah, I don't know.
What do you mean they're not making the fucking tournament? What-
These chats today are
dude,
crazy.
chat is on one
I
today,
know.
dude. Literally on one.
I know.
All right, so we got POD over in Milwaukee, POD, Plan B over in Gonzaga. We also have Denver, Montana State, the Montana lay. You take both Montana's ATS. You see how that rolls. You're taking JMU, you're taking Towson, and you're taking Oakland. That's where we're at.
Full slate, baby.
And you don't bet Stony Brook Hofstra. Because why in the Lord's name would you do that? Like, actually, why would you do that?
Yeah, no, you don't.
Why would you do that?
You don't want to do
Why would you do that? Like, honestly, why would you do that? Why would you do that?
that. Chat. Also, I just
Oh,
saw
here
in
we
this
go.
book. There's golf.
Wow.
People forget.
Did you feed a winner?
Scotty Scheffler won by 5 strokes. 5 strokes.
What was your bet?
It was him to win.
Plus 800?
650. That was better odds than it opened at.
Josh!
Yeah.
Josh, you fed a golf
I gave
winner?
Matsuyama top 5 too, and he fucking melted, but he was plus 800 or whatever. Or no,
Yeah, but you picked the
he was
winner.
like plus 250 or something to be top 5 because he was in the lead. But
Dude, who gives a
the winner
rat's?
plus 650 smacked.
Dude, that's crazy.
Smacked.
Dude, what?
Yeah.
I don't know why I wasn't tapped in on that. Why did you not text me about the fact that you gave the fucking winner out?
I don't know. I kinda
That's
forgot.
insane, dude.
Yeah, he's so bad.
I've never picked a winner in a golf tournament. The closest I got was picking Brooks to win the Masters last year and then he
on the last
melted.
day. Yeah.
because it wasn't raining and
Well,
you
we
can't
got-
fucking stick a ball.
We got the players this weekend. Huge tournament. Huge tournament.
Who do you like? Still got to do
It's
some
gonna be the
hard
same
work.
guy again.
No, Scotty? Hot hand?
Dude, his putting, I mean, if his putter's working, no one will beat him in any tournament this year. If he's top 10 in putting in the tournament, he's winning every tournament. That's just how it is.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I feel like if you putt well, you win well.
But he's the best. He has better ball striking numbers over the last year than Tiger ever did.
That's
Like
insane.
tee to green. Like tee to green, he's the best ball striker of all time. And he just can't make putts. But if he's making putts, everyone's fucked.
Is Scotty the guy from Texas, from like the Dallas
Mhm.
area?
Yeah.
All right, at the hometown kid again. I like
Yeah.
that. People also forget I went 3-1 on that NBA bet.
Yeah.
Literally 3-1, and there was
People
some
do.
plus chicken in there.
People-
And I'll do it again.
And it fucking ETSU first half team total over.
Sword.
Sword. Well, by 2
Sword.
points, but sword. Yeah.
No, that's sword.
Yeah.
The minute it goes over, it's sword.
Yeah.
Like I don't care if
Yeah.
it's 1 point, sword.
Yeah.
We picked the Wizards to get their first win at home. We
Mhm.
picked plus chicken Knicks.
Yep.
We picked the only one that sold us was the last game on the day, which is the Bucks.
The Bucks, yeah.
We also picked the Cavs to cover against the Wolves. Legacy day. And I'll do it again. Are you ready for this? No research. The Cavs cover 6.5 at home against the Suns. The Mavs cover 4.5 on the road against the Bulls. The Spurs cover 4.5 at home against the Warriors. And the Trailblazers cover 9.5 at home against the Celtics.
Okay. I like that actually.
Fuck Boston, dude.
Yeah.
I'm out on them.
Dude, Trailblazers money. Might be a fun sweat.
You might be able to leave the points at the door in Portland.
Dude, I feel like those shit teams are better against good teams. Like,
Should I give
because they
them-
actually get up for the games.
Should I give Chad a chili that's gonna hit?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Should I give the Chad a chili that's gonna hit? We gotta be quiet because Chili's in the next room over.
There's only 4 games on
You take the Bruins to beat the shit out of the Blues. You take the Rangers to beat the Moose Shit Devils. Or fading the Devils. And then you take, is there a minus 190? No, there's not.
the Caps.
Take the Caps plus 1.5. Yes, dude. Nobody tell Jelly and Fruity that we just did that. But that's fucking hitting. And I'll see you tomorrow when it hits. All right, guys. This has been another great episode of The Morning After. We end every episode with a little inspiration, a little motivation. And honestly, I like having a common messaging. And I promise you, it's not because I come on here and I run out of things that I want to say to you guys. But genuinely, I feel like every time that I start a new week, a fresh week, I do think about the mantra of this show, which is let's just take one step forward, you know? Honestly, had a crazy weekend. My girlfriend's birthday. Hopefully everyone had a great time. Tried to plan a great birthday. But you wake up on Monday exhausted, man. Drinking 3 days, entertaining for 3 days. Just trying to take one step forward, man. Obviously, you know, you got more problems than just being hungover, right? I'm sure you do. You got bills in the horizon. You got work going. You probably got something crazy going on. But let's just take one step forward together, right? I know Monday is tough. I know Monday's a lot of people's least favorite day of the week. I know you probably had the Sunday scaries, but now we're here on a Monday. Let's just take one step forward together and make it Tuesday, okay? See you here tomorrow, same time, same place, 11:45 a.m. Eastern, 10:45 a.m. Central on the Book It Sports YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, wherever you want to get it, you can get it. We'll see you here tomorrow. Thank you guys so much. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night from The Morning After. We'll see you here tomorrow. I love every single one of you. Let's go have ourselves a Monday, shall we?